Hello. Wait, what is it? Why is it doing this? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Is that better? No. Why? Why is it quiet? Now it's. I swear, I can't get a good day. Like one day it's gonna be. Excuse me. Of course, now I get it in the yellow. Okay. No, it's still too quiet. Hmm. Hello, hello. One sec. Sorry. Hello, hello. Hmm. Why is it doing this? That's strange. Well, I don't know why it's doing this, chat. Okay, well, I started working on the comic a little bit yesterday, but I think we're gonna finish up. Like I said, by doing finalizing Mermaid and doing some work on. I don't know if I'm gonna finish Richard or if I'm gonna start something, or if I. Hmm. I don't really like his, honestly. I was a bit disappointed by it. Do I have to edit already? Because I don't know if I want to do that. Never mind. Let's not worry about it. Yeah, I guess last time I was working on redrawing some of the characters, and why is it so quiet? So strange. No, it's still doing that. Hang on. Mm-hmm. Hang on. Nope. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. This should be. Yeah. Nope. Hmm. Right. I don't know. Why is it so weird? Like my mouth, it's so quiet. I can't even. Weird. Oh, hang on. Oh, now that's working, but it's because it's got the Hmm. Yeah, now it's really odd. That's really strange. But at least now my mouth opens, I suppose. I don't know how loud this is at the moment. I need to. That is so weird. Sorry, I'm just gonna try one more thing. Uh, no. Hmm. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't know why it's so quiet. I'm sorry. Let's just start by maybe oh yeah, I found this page. I found a bunch of the pages, so I was just going through them. There's my animatic. There's another one of the pages. Oh, yeah, I was working on her. Yeah, I was just working on a couple. So let's just pull the them into there. And another one. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okie dokie. Weird. Anyway. Yeah, I got working on a few of the characters last time, and seriously, why is it? Does that help? No, that of course it doesn't. That just makes the music louder, but doesn't make anything else louder. I don't get it. I swear every... Wait a minute. No. I mean, at least the audio works this time. I should be happy about that, because usually it's even worse than this. Every time I do an update, so... I should be grateful for that. No. No. Huh. I don't know. Sorry. I hope it's audible, because I don't know how to fix it now. For some reason, it's just being a pest today. So, apologies. I'll just do some quick, whoops, wrong. Well, I do need that actually, but... Yeah, today's, Toontastic! Oh. First one's Avatar. I think it means the last airbender, because they're talking about tunes, so... Yeah. We'll do that one, we'll do, Samurai Jack. And that should be good. So... Whoops, why did I do that? Sorry. Okay. Okay. This is from Lime Studios art. Yeah. So let's get to work. First. Sorry. Of course it does that. Why wouldn't it do that? Did it? Oh, that's why. Sorry. Right. Guys. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Okay, anyway, let's get to work. Fun, 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 fun. Trying to think of who I should draw. Give some something that caffeine for fun. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Right. Let's go over our characters. We'll find one of them and play around with that. Do like a... For Avatar, I think the best choices are either Clay, because he's basically an earthbender, and just put him in earthbender clothes would be kind of fun. Or trying to think who else would be good. Oh wait, I already have an idea. I forgot. I was gonna start with my character, my VTuber actually. Excuse me. Yeah, let's do that. Start with the VTuber. Yep. Who's this guy? I forgot about him. Oh, that was the other version of that guy. When I originally thought the guy up he for the city, he looked like this, but he looks too much. I think I kind of was purposely making him in the similar clothing to Clay because they were going to be from the same guard, but just different stations. But then I decided on the better clothing that I think I'm more happy with, so I'm glad I got off that one. So, where is he? Import. No. Wait, did I put it in character sheets? Sorry. That's weird. I thought I put him in... Sorry, I'm just taking it. Let's just take a second to find him. Is he in current art? No. Is he anywhere? Where'd he go? Here's the new version of him, guys. I don't know. Okay, come on, guys. I don't... Channel art. That's where I was. It doesn't matter. I'm just using... I thought I had the one of him... Yeah. I don't know where I put that. Weird. I'll just use one of the other ones. I guess it's okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna check one more thing. And you know what? This is good. Use this as a reference. Hello? Guys, what are you doing? Okay. And then lower the opacity, make a new layer, and now we can start. Okay. Hopefully. Hello! Glad you can make it today. Sorry if the audio's not very good. I don't know. I had to do an update on Windows, and for some reason, now the microphone's not being as good, so I'm not sure what's going on. Hope it's good. I know it's not as loud as before, but I'm trying to figure out why. That's not better. Nope. Oh no! Oh good. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing work on this new art challenge where you draw in different art styles, and I'm gonna be doing Last Airbender for the first one. And I already have an idea of what. Well, it's technically the Avatar Last Airbender style, so it doesn't have to even be from the first show. But I'm gonna make my character in the spirit world, because I figured that's pretty close to the Fey realm. So I'm gonna let me see if I can make him look kind of like what was his name? Oh, Juan. Yeah, that's cool. I'll give him that look. Juan was cool. Yeah, I think so too. Excited to try this out. Avatar was such a fun series. And you know what's even cooler? It's like this list is like probably like the best list I've seen this year so far. Because listen to some of these. Okay, actually, maybe I'll even let me see if I can just. Actually, I can just do this. I mean, you don't even have to listen. I can just go like that. And there's the list. Check this out. It's like, this is such a good list. I definitely, if you feel like doing it, here it is. So you can look up them as well. And, oops. What did I just do? Okay. Sorry. So yeah, you got like, I'll move it over so you can see more of them because my head's in the way. But yeah, you got like Avatars, Samurai Jack. I don't know what Chaos is. I don't know if you know that, but is that a show or is that just them saying do what you want that day? Gravity Falls is great. Anything from the Golden Age is great. Arcanes would be really fun, and I already have several characters that would be, I think, it's hard to choose. There's some, I think, it's hard to choose for that one. I don't know, because it's supposed to be all just cartoons. That's why I was trying to think, is there a show called Chaos? Let's see. Oops. I don't know. I don't see any. Why was that a choice? That's such a, because everything else looks normal, and then because it goes, and the reason I'm wondering what it is because it goes from like Avatar to Viz Dev, Hello! Oh, no, I wouldn't think that. Thank you for letting me know, though. But, and welcome to the channel. This is, I draw from fantasy and folklore. I love doing art challenges, which are basically like what you're looking at on screen right now, which is a list of prompts that tell you what to draw, and that way it's less guesswork. It's more about just like executing something in a timely manner, and it teaches you just to like draw every day, and it takes the like busy work out of it. Because I also do original characters, and we were doing some of those last time. I was redrawing some of my characters, like this guy, who I'm gonna be putting in the art challenge. Or I have June here. I have yeah, this is Annabelle. She's a character. Let's see if I can get a better one of her. Yep, here's a better one of her. Yeah, you have like Annabelle. Yeah, and this is Grace. She's a scientist. So I have like a couple different versions of her. Yeah, see? Thanks! Yeah, it's really fun. I love doing this stuff. So, yeah, and we're going to start this one up. So I was going to draw my VTuber as a, or, well, soon to be VTuber, currently PNG tuber, as a character from The Last Airbender. So yeah, I have a cartoon. I have a simplified version of him here, so I can use it as reference. And then I'm gonna just draw over it since it's a lighter than what I'm drawing now. So yeah. Oops, I don't like that either. Sorry. Sometimes it takes a few tries. I was gonna draw him kind of like in the show, the character Juan does spend some time in the spirit realm, so I was gonna have like my guy hanging out with some different Last Airbender spirits and dress him up like Juan. Thank you. Yeah, I've been drawing for most of my life. I mean, like I didn't start out serious though, so I don't want anyone to always. I know a lot of people think that like there's just you're just born with the talent, but like honestly, I was born with the I could focus, but I would not say I was very talented until like much later, and even then, like it was more about just persistence and not caring that I was drawing bad and just continuing to study anatomy again and again and again, because like I have so many books full, like the I have the Bern Hogarth books. I have the I have like Steven Silver's book on cartooning. I have all these books on animation. So yeah. It's all about trial and error. That's cool. I haven't done it in a while, but I would love to get back into using I have a set of I have a couple things I want to try out traditional. Like I have I just bought some acrylic markers and I have yet to try them. I keep staring at them like maybe tomorrow. And I also still have my Kuretake Gansai watercolor. I think they're watercolor. Yeah, pretty sure that they're watercolor. And I have some gouache too, which are I like all that stuff. Let's change the foot a little bit. problem at all. Thanks for dropping by. I'm glad you could catch some of this. I also stream on Wednesdays. So, yeah, always feel free to drop by. I like, perfectly fine with people just lurking in the background if they want to while they draw. I do that too. So. Kind of helps you kind of feel more, like you're in a group setting working on a project, which I always find more fun. Oh, cool! Yeah, and if you hit the bell, then it will notify you. Thank you. That's good to hear. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna put him in more like Avatar clothes a little bit instead of his usual. Even though his are pretty close to that. Let's see, where's... I hope you sleep well, and yeah. Sometimes I like to draw. I'd like to draw from a distance at first, and then I zoom in, because then I don't focus on details too much. It is a shame what happened with the leak on the last on the Aang movie, because I won't judge anyone who decided to watch it early because that's their choice, but it's just a shame because they put a lot of work into planning it out, and they wanted it to show on in October, and someone, I guess, that wasn't even part of the studio managed to get a hold of it and release it sooner than they wanted it out, which is too bad. I mean, it would have been... Oh, good. Yeah. The Witch Hat Atelier. Yeah, that wholesome but sad, and it will get there'll be higher. Or no, you're talking about Free Rent. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you are talking about Witch Hat then, because yeah, it was sad for the mom. Because yeah, I like the characters though. Like you said, it's a very good parallel to like an early creative, like a young artist or musician, I think. Because it's that feeling of you're just you feel like it's a realm that you're not a part, you can't be a part of, but you'd like to give it a try. And then you finally find a good mentor, and that's what it seems to be like that, where yeah, it seems really interesting that way. I do wonder where the later things come into that metaphor though, because there's but at least for the main part of it, I'd say that's a good metaphor for it. When it gets into the more darker side of things, I'm like, I don't know what a real world version of this would be. I think this is just them having fun. Oh, definitely, yeah. And I don't. I'm not sure how many episodes you saw, so I don't want to spoil things. But I think I said that there is a rivalry in it too, or there's other students you'll see, and it's interesting that the dynamics between them are, I think, pretty well written. And I just like how different they all are. I thought that my main character, my VTuber guy, would be cool for the Juan storyline, because like there were those humans that got possessed by spirits and started to look like spirits, so that would be kind of like what's happening to him. So I thought that would be a cool choice. Yeah, and you got like this like, I wish I could remember how I drew this, because it was like I'm gonna get bigger here. But he's got like a I'm doing it very loose and sketchy now. Plus, I love how they draw the magic. Like the magic itself just feels really special in their world. The way they draw it, even when it's bad, it looks like it's like something unique. Because I think in some anime, my criticism sometimes is that like magic doesn't feel special. It just feels like you're just casting a generic thing. It doesn't feel any like it feels very arbitrary and kind of backgroundy. And I think it's because there were so many anime that were that kind of fell into that, like I'm an isekai and I cast the same spell that 8 other anime cast because it saves time when we're all using the same assets. Whereas this manga was very unique and like came from more of the Eurocentric kind of look at magic and at the folk tales and everything, so it feels more rooted in that kind of this side of the Celtic and the like European version of like just fantasy and magic, if that makes sense. I think it's I, but that's no problem. Yes, it definitely is very immersive. It's like well, because like you said, you really are rooting for this girl. You really you know you already know she's a hard worker at what she does. So it's kind of like the Fern thing of like she's very focused no matter what, but you really want her to do good at magic because she feels so enamored by it. But at the same time, you know that because of that, it's not going to be easy for her. Because if it was as easy as just liking something, I would be an amazing animator. But I'm not. I'm trying to teach myself it a little bit here and there, but it takes a lot of learning to get into that. So. But I have the first manga, and it's just so incredible, like how accurate the anime is to the manga, considering how much detail it is in there. Like when she's walking around her house, and you like see it spinning because it's a 3D object, but they like drew every one of those like every panel and every like roof tile is like hand drawn, and then that's turned into a skin that's put on the 3D object. It's so cool. Sorry, one sec. Plus the voice actors, I know I said this already, but like the voice actors are so good. Like I really like the her master's voice. That guy's got the voice actor for him. I mean, for her is really good. The voice actor for him is excellent too. Like he's got this really nice like it can go from soft spoken to very stern when he needs it to. But with the children, he seems like he's just a very gentle, nurturing kind of mentor. So I'm really excited to see where this show goes. I still have to watch the episode from this week, so I didn't see that one, but he's giving it scritches. Oh yeah, because they. Which way would it go first? I'm always so bad at legs that are like this. Because I do want to give it some small legs, kind of like it's not just a serpent. It's a. But yeah, I really like the characters. They're really fun. Like, just wait till you meet some of the other ones. Like, some of the other people are just so interesting too. And yeah. And everything is just really well drawn, and it's just it's definitely not boring. I thought it being so quaint in the first episode, with the exception of what happened at the end, it would be more. I think that kind of lets you know that it's going to be a lot more than just a quiet like slice of life. Gonna give him like, let's give him more like a robe like Juan has actually. So it would be kind of like this. Oops, I'm in the way again. I hate that I'm always in the way. There. I'm just in the rough early sketch of this just to get it done. There's this little wisp buddy, or a little forest spirit that he has. Cool thing is Juan has that has the armor straps too, so I can keep those on my guy. They both have that. I'll just change how his pauldron looks on his shoulder to be a little bit more flat and not so like. Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do with my story too. Is a good story tells you about the land through the experiences of the main character, not through exposition. So, oh, 1 second. Oh. Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to get some water. My phone's being loud. Part of me is almost jealous of them though, because like I've tried to use quill tips so many times and I always make a mess. Like I wish I could draw that nice with a quill. And they're just, they have no trouble at all. Well, she has trouble, so I definitely relate to her in that way. Where it's like, if only it were easy. I remember trying like calligraphy with it, and that would always be a disaster. And yeah, it was. I still like trying it out. It's always good to try new meat or try and like step back into old mediums and improve. But yeah, which is why I'd like to get back into some traditional, because it'd be nice to. Plus, I always feel like worry I'm gonna like get rusty again. But if because I do draw in graphite at work sometimes, but I'm not drawing for very long. I'm only drawing for like a half hour, so that's not long enough to like, I think, stay good at a medium. So I definitely should take them out more often. Let's see. Where's it? Whoops. That's not what I need. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd he go? Actually, I have a really good pose here for... You know what? I'm not going to undo this. I'm going to try something else out really quick. I have a really fun idea. He's going to be doing the dragon dance. I just realized that's way cooler. It's a sacred dance. Oh yeah, what's it called? The dragon's dance. It was so great when Tuco joined them. Spoilers, I guess, if you have never seen Last Airbender, but it's a very good show. And I would commend you if you never heard any of that, because it's such a big show. Yeah, he's got like this. I don't know. This is gonna be difficult because he's got such a big arm, but I could try it. I'm just gonna have to like put it out further. Yeah, he's got like his dragon stance. Oh, sorry. I still recommend rewatching it. It's really good. See, because I think, I don't know if this happened to you with you, but when I watched it the first time on TV, I didn't watch very much of it because it was just Nickelodeon was so bad at like airing it. They essentially just like the only episode I saw was the worst episode of the show, which is The Pass. If you can skip any episode, skip The Pass. It's not a good episode. It's not a bad episode. It's a very meh episode in a show that has very few meh episodes. It's also really a funny show too, so like I know in some shows people are tempted to jump ahead when they hear that things get crazy in the later seasons, but like it had a really fun story from the beginning, so I would urge not to do that because it's just it has really good character development in it for everyone. Like so many characters have like interesting arcs through it, so plus it had Mako from the Samurai Jack as Uncle Iroh. Well, until he passed, but he was in it for the majority of the show, up until the until later. You might be able to tell. I'm not sure because they did change to ironically they changed to the voice actor for for Homer Simpson for Uncle Iroh afterwards because he came in and said he could do the voice, which he did pretty good. It wasn't the same, but it was still good. Plus, the combat in that show is like really well drawn for especially for like for a show that, I mean, despite what people say, isn't really anime. Like usually you don't see like it's just more rare to see good combat, especially back then in like Western directed shows. Like usually that was more like that was only in anime back then more like but they found like a bunch of really creative ways to like make it look good and still tell a good story. And plus they used young voice actors for all the for a lot of the characters like of the main cast. So like Aang's character was like I think 12 or something when he started, so he sounds like the age of the character. And then like as the show went on, his voice will change obviously because oh yeah, he's going through puberty. So it's pretty cool actually to see that done in a show where where they don't care and they're just like, you know what, it's fine because the character's getting older too. But I'm sorry for spoiling that. Zuko is just such a fun character no matter what. He's like from the very beginning he's so cool. And like the main characters are really fun too. Less I'm trying to simplify this down a little so it's not so you can still kind of plus there's some pretty dark episodes too. So I mean it definitely it talks about war and it talks about like the hardships of it in a kid show, so that was pretty interesting actually. But I won't say anything else because I won't spoil it. Everything else I talk, it's definitely going to be a possibility of being like, oh, and by the way, this happens, and then this might happen, and so I'll shut up about the show that I'm trying to draw right now. I like this better actually. This is reenacting a scene from in Legend of Korra, but with my character. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. Good. Yeah. It's also a good show, by the way, because it has an ending. Like usually those shows, the problem with some shows is that they just don't plan out like pacing, and it only has 3 seasons, so it helped them with like setting a good pace for how the characters grow and how the story moves along. And like Dante Bosco plays Zuko, and if you've ever seen like that movie Hook, that Rufio is Dante Bosco. So push this further. I'm not exaggerating this pose enough. Because it's tricky to do with burb leg. Like I have burb leg. He has a dragon foot. Maybe if I turn the foot like this, kind of make him more going more like this. Like he's kind of sidestepping into. Sorry, I'm just gonna take some finagling. Kind of like more like that. Yeah, more like that. Okay. I just had to put more of his weight distributed. Yeah, not Naruto piece, not One Piece or Naruto. Yeah. It's an I mean, don't get me wrong, One Piece is fun, but it's so long. It's so big and long, and I'm always just like, yeah, it's a good show. And then people look at me like, no, you're not going to talk me into watching it. I know, I said the same thing. It's like, relax, I'm not going to tell you to watch it. I forget how I even managed to do it myself. I think what I did was I just had it on the background a lot and would just kind of like work through it like a series of books, kind of, is how I did One Piece. Naruto, I was lucky because, well, lucky's a funny word. I just watched Naruto when it was being aired, and it was the only good anime on in the early 2000s. That was shonen. Because otherwise you had to get into like, I can't remember what else there was really. It was just hard to get anime back then. So like you were just happy when you're like, oh wow, this one comes out once a week? Cool. Also, in that show, I don't know if you remember, but the point is he has to learn all the different elements, and it's not about, it's more about discipline than strength. Like, so it's, he can't just like rush through them and just power level. He has to like understand each one and understand how they work and what makes them special, because that's the point of his, like, what he is. Oh man, you didn't even get through East Blue. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, East Blue is long, and then you get into like some of this others. What was it? What was that? I think there was the Dressrosa, and I forget some of the other stuff. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. I would never like tell someone who never watched anime to watch One Piece, because One Piece is just too big for someone who doesn't watch anime. I might show them clips from it because it's got some great animation in parts, but I would be like, I'm going to show this major spoiler to you. It's just to show you what anime can do. And here's some other anime that are a lot shorter than this, where you can see stuff like this. You know, it's like you don't want to start with this one. No. It's like, let's start you out with a Cowboy Bebop or a like Trigun or something that's got like less than like 30 episodes. Although Trigun has more than that. I think Trigun is that that's like 50, right? I forget. But Trigun wasn't very long either compared to like other shows, so I'm liking this though. I'm having fun with this drawing. Right? Trigun was so good. And it's funny because normally I would not forgive a show. Normally I used to be really rough on, rough's the wrong word. I was really like I'm not trying to say like I was critical, yeah, of shows that had characters that were like all very cookie cutter and had like very similar designs. But with that show, I never cared. I just always had so much fun with it that I didn't care that a lot of the characters looked similar, because the characters that didn't stood out so much that they felt like they were just like, they still felt, even though they stood out, they were like clearly a part of the world and were really well written. Like, I mean, Legato Bluesfield is still like so fun to hate. He is such a piece of garbage. And I mean, Knives, just that name alone tells you how that personality is going to be. And it was just really fun running into a. I think it. I found that show at such a great time too, because I was watching other shows where like heroes and villains all kind of like were just fighting each other, and it was all just like, it was for the greater good, and they never really liked it, but they still did it. Whereas like Vash takes the hits and is like, I don't want anyone getting hurt. He wants to save both the spiders and the butterflies, is how he put it. And that's the difference between him and his brother, is his brother sees it as like, if you're a spider, then you shouldn't be protected. You're a threat. I can't draw this all in one layer. I'm gonna go crazy. But it's one of the. It was also one of the, another nice thing about that about that in Trigun, is that like he traveled the world, so you met. So I think that's what One Piece does as well, but it just has so much more episodes, but like a good. That's why I would always tell people go watch Trigun first, because obviously it's shorter, so you can. Or like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is on the medium size on length. It's not short, I wouldn't say, but I would not say it's a long anime either. Especially if you watch it over time. Like, I mean, it's not super long, I don't think. It's like, I think it's like 70 episodes or 8, maybe 85, somewhere in that range. So not huge. I mean, based on where you finished One Piece, you'd be done with Full Metal Alchemist. So. Or Soul Eater was really good. Soul Eater had a really cool art style, and I love the opening. Both, actually. Both openings are awesome. It was very different than the manga that it was based off of, but that's, I think, because they were much like Full Metal Alchemist. They were written so close to each other that like it kind of just happened that way. But I still think it's a good show. I mean, a really good anime. Like, you get such a cool main character. Mako is definitely like one of my favorite female protagonists of anime. She's like really high up there. And considering some of the other ones are like more modern characters, that says something. Really? Interesting, because I only watched Bleach once. I mean, it's good, but I think I just the only characters I liked in it didn't show up enough for me to get really pulled into it. Like, if more of Kenpachi was in Bleach, and his I forget her name, the little his lieutenant, she's really funny. Like, if the two of them were in the show more instead of Renji, I would have liked it more, because I'm not as big of a fan of Renji as I am of Kenpachi. Like, Renji's just kind of a hothead, and I mean, that's his point, I know, but and he's from the same platoon, but I kind of would rather spend more time with Kenpachi. And their head guy, I know he's strong, but I was never a big fan of his, like, writing wise. But yeah, yeah, I'll stick to the praise. Where Kenpachi is my favorite. He's the best. Like, I definitely relate. Like, that would be. I think a lot of people would relate to that character in a world where it's like he gets lost and she's like his guidance system, and she just says, "You're strong, so that wall in your way can go away." She's basically just like, we're lost. Go that way, and it's like through a wall, and he's like, okay. It's like, I don't see a problem with knocking that down. Yeah, Kenpachi was fun. Like, his fight with Ichigo is probably one of my favorite fights. I mean, I heard he gets stronger in Thousand Year War, but and maybe I will. I'll probably go back to that and watch 1,000 Year War eventually. But for now, I'll wait. But My Hero's tricky because like My Hero is one of those shows where it's like it has really good moments, but there's some really moments where it drags. I admit. Like the all the exams are a little boring. So I understand that you only made it as far as you did. I stuck through, but like I've also stuck through filler in Bleach a bunch, and filler in Naruto is probably the worst. Bleach filler's like, this is silly and dumb. Filler in Naruto's like, okay, I guess he's a ninja chef today. Yeah, no, I 100% get the My Hero rants about the pacing, because I think if it had held on to the pacing more from I think you could just cut out a lot of that of the story. If I was telling someone to watch it, I would probably tell them what happened in a lot of the exams. Like I would give them an abridged version of that. And then tell them probably to go to the like watch the beginning, because that's important, because you learn about the heroes, you learn about the villains, but then you could just jump in and out of the exams, and then like to the fun parts of the exams, and then I'd go to the overhaul arc, because the overhaul arc was probably, like, with the exception of the ending of the show, one of my favorite parts. Because like the last 2 seasons of the show were way better than a lot of it. But the overhaul arc was the only other part where I'd say it was really exciting. Because it's heroes versus the Yakuza, essentially. And they're all like super powered. So, yeah, pretty cool. And they all have like, what are those called? Oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. Those crow masks, for Plague Doctor masks. Yeah, they have Plague Doctor masks on. Like the main overhaul has one of those, and he's pretty creepy. But yes, I feel like I feel certain ones like I always get her name wrong. I think it's Ochoka, Ochaka, the girl Gravity, the Gravity Girl. Like, I think if you're not paying attention to her enough, you don't realize how valuable she is as like to the story. She's one of those characters where it's like she might not seem important until you realize that like she really is helping a lot of people out in like morale, which in that show is really important. Because horrible things are happening and people are getting really like traumatized, and having someone around who's like, hey, you got this, I believe in you, really matters. But see, I'd say at least it's not as bad as and I no shame towards people who like all of this show, but Rurouni Kenshin had some of the later seasons were so boring. I'm sorry. Later seasons of Kenshin are like snooze fest. Early Kenshin was good, and the oh gosh, what was it called? The Kyoto arc was great. But then after that, it was like, hey, let's kind of just go off on these like random other things that have nothing to do with samurai, like feng shui and real history. That's the real history stuff, like him finding that re- those Christians that were being persecuted. That was an interesting storyline. But other than that, that was like the last good story in Kenshin. And like, I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it's good. It's got interesting characters. I know there's controversy with the creator. But I watched it long before I knew anything about that. So we didn't have the internet back in like that back in those days. Gosh, that was nice. It is very Inu because it had a lot of animes kind of had that feel back then, kind of, or like similar kind of thing of like where it's like how do you I'd say yes. You're not wrong, but it and it's funny because the one thing I like about it the most is something they didn't put in the manga, which is like when he decides to stay in at the girls at I think it's Lady Kaoru is how you say her name. I'm probably butchering that, but when he's going to live at her dojo in the first season, so that's not a spoiler. It's like it's the first episode. Uh, it turns out that like there's a doctor that visits, and he has little nieces that come with him, and they're adorable. And they're not in the manga. And I was like, how could you leave out the best part of the show? These kids are the best. They're the levity I need. Inuyasha was fun too. My only problem with Inuyasha was not the show's fault. It was Cartoon Network's fault because I never saw the later seasons. Because Cartoon Network's like, hey, what if we just show them like the first arc and then kind of like bounce into a random spot and then kind of like bounce around a lot and hope that they maintain interest. And it's like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And it wasn't. It was a very bad idea. Because I like the character designs in Inuyasha. Like I don't remember any of the characters' names, unfortunately, because it's been so long. But there was that wolf guy that was he a wolf? I think he was a wolf. He had one of the crystals in his leg, so he could do cool like kick attacks and stuff. And there was the corrupt priest. Long before Freerun, there was corrupt priests. And he was that from the cursed family line, and he had like that black hole in his arm. I mean, his hand. Pretty cool idea for a character, I thought. So, yeah, well written characters. Nope. No, you're done. Which one, Inuyasha? Yeah. Or or someone yelled Kagome. Kagame! She's like April O'Neil, where it's like every other episode she was putting herself in horrible danger. But for heroic reasons, so I gotta hand it to her for that. But still, it's like, come on, girl. You're in a world without medicine. Why are you doing this? Like, true, they have magic, but ugh, I don't know if you should be putting so much risk into this. Like, there literally was an episode where she almost got pulled into into the underworld, and even Inuyasha's like, you know, I can't go there, right? Like, you would have just been stuck there forever. It's funny though, Millionaire, and back when that show was on, Millionaire would have been even bigger, a bigger deal. But yeah, I'm thinking about also doing some different anime art styles in this too, because there's so many prompts, like I said, where it's like visual development or something, or like chaos. Or maybe I'll just do an anime on those days, where I'll do like Soul Eater, or which is Studio Bone. I think that's right. I think that's Studio Bones. And then there's or maybe a Studio Ghibli's on the list, but it'd be fun to try the art style from what are they called? Oh no, I just forgot because my brain just kind of did a Trigger, Studio Trigger. I really like their stuff. I don't know if you've seen some of their stuff. It's really good though, like the Gurren Lagann, or Kill la Kill, or what else was there? There's a couple. I just love Gurren Lagann because of how it ends, and I'm not going to spoil that one, I promise. Yeah, I understand what you mean, because it's like it goes a bit all over the place, and its whole premise is it's kind of like a mixture of a isekai, of a not isekai, of a shonen mixed with a school anime. But it is, for the most part, I'd say pretty fun. And it is kind of funny because I watched it when I was around the time I was watching Naruto, and there's a character called Black Star who I'm convinced the mangaka for Soul Eater just looked at Naruto and is like, let's show what this character would be like to be in the what it'd be like to be in a room with Naruto and try and talk to him in real life, because my gosh, Black Star is the most annoying character in the show. He is so annoying. but everyone feels it, so it's not just like the viewer. Everyone's just like, please stop shouting everything. You're supposed to be a ninja. Why are you so loud when you're a ninja? That seems contrary to your whole purpose. I'm really happy with this, though. This is so cool. Who? No, I'm not drawing other characters. I'm drawing my OCs, by the way. I don't know if you just jumped in, but I'm drawing my OCs in different arts, in different, based around different cartoons. Not to sound like a grouch, but I really do have to make a rule list so people stop coming in and doing that. Because I'm kind of tired of people popping in and telling me what to do. Kind of annoying. I know you didn't probably mean to, but it's a bit annoying when someone just pops in and thinks they could just ask for something like that. You know what I'm gonna probably do is actually see, cut him out, or make him a different. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. And then edit, fill layer. Oops. No. Where is it? Oh wait. I got an idea. Do 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 do. There we go. Cool, that's better. I can see that. As long as they do that, at least with the line work, I can tell the difference between them and they don't blend into each other as much. My guy's got a lot of details, and so does this dragon behind him, so I don't want them to their lines to mesh too much. But anyway, that show was pretty cool. Going back to what we were saying earlier. think I'm gonna do the Richard Steele song character as in the from my comic in the art style of Samurai Jack, because he's got with the red hair and everything, and like being like a master weapon. I mean, being a weapon master, it'd be so cool to see him like almost like this. He's kind of like the Scotsman, but just not as big. He's got that same kind of like really skilled with multiple weapons kind of thing going on. This is fun though. I definitely recommend this drawing challenge has been really it's such a cool idea. I'm going to draw my character's colors. So. Oops, not the right layer. Weird. Oh, I did that. Oh, because that's why. I forgot that it does that no matter what. You got that layer selected. When you get that opacity selected. Like that. There we go. Perfect. I guess I'll put the bracer on him too. So let's just put it at this area. Yeah. It's not messing too much. I think it just needs. Just needs some more of the colors. Really big thing. Yeah. chin's a little too big. Yeah, it's a little better. His chin was a little bit pointy. Yeah, even for me. I'm thinking of some other really good early Cartoon Network anime I liked. I think Dragon Ball is another one where if someone said they couldn't get through it because of how many times it restarted, I would 100% understand. Because, my gosh, on Cartoon Network, they aired that show like at least like 7 different times before it, well, probably more than that even, before it finally got through to the Frieza saga. It was like, hey, they're on Namek. Guess what? They have to go back to Earth now because we're doing the story over again. It's like, wait, but I was on the planet with the aliens. Am I in the wrong layer? Nope, good. I thought I was in the wrong layer. I'm like, who knows? I like this brush. It's got a nice texture to it. Probably gonna switch when I want to do the slick part for the scale, but I like it. I like that. I want it to be more like, maybe it's more like this actually, where it's kind of redo that part. So, I don't think balance-wise it would make sense for him to have his tail below him. Let's just make it so his tail's kind of go like that. Yeah. Kinda. How are we doing on time? Not too bad. Good. I was going to just start tonight and then try and do more tomorrow, but I'm glad I got to at least this guy this far, because I did want to get like at least a concept done. Or do my ruse. So maybe I'll move on to another one just because this guy's far enough. It's pretty far along. But maybe I'll try and do the finish him on the other one. Oh no, what'd I do? No, why is he doing it? What? Why? Oh, because I never drew this. Yep. Yeah. No. I thought that would look cool, but it did not. This looks better. Figure he's kind of like these dark colors, like a rain, like storm cloud. Oops. Hey, like, let's save this so before I forget. Is I'll put this in the character sheet so I don't lose it. There. Okay. On to what we're doing next? I think we're doing the oh wait, I have the list on the other page. I think it was Biz Dev next, so I'm not gonna do that, but where did it go? Oh, here. Yeah. So we have, yeah, second one's Biz Dev, so I'll skip that for now, but I'll probably just, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, I might look at the artist for Coco and try and draw it in her style. Cause she did I do have these I do have some inks or like some brushes that look watercolory. So that would be really cool to do June, my main character for my comic, in as like an undead version of her, or like a an underworld version of her. That would be. I'd like that. Let's do that. That's even better. I was gonna skip this, but I'm glad I just thought of that because I was like, wait a minute. It'd be kind of cool to show that. Instead of just skipping it. Do some rough poses to try and find a good pose for her. Coco was such a fun movie. I might have to go watch that again. I haven't seen that in so long. I probably am gonna start crying again when I saw it. When I hear "Remember Me," it's such a good song, though. I don't know if you've seen that yet, Being Finch, but it's really good. Like, it was my. I mean, like I know in a previous one I was harsh on Disney, but honestly, they have had ones once in a while that really like hit hard and had a really good message, and I think went above and beyond what I expected. Let's see if I can just find down here. Oh wait, some of it, but not. Oh, sorry. The Coco. Oh, here it is. Yes, I found some. Because I really like the art style in in this. Ooh. Yes, I'm gonna make her have the mariachi band kind of stuff on. That would be so cool. Or even just like or dressed up more like oh, there's a couple really good things I could do. There's so many. I'll have to look at the fashion. Oh my gosh, this is cool. I like that they also like made the dog based around these dogs that were in the neighborhood that they when they were doing the work. There's these street like neighborhood dogs that were I forget what that breed's called, but they based that one creature. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's really cool story about like family and yeah, it's really heartwarming, and it's about music too, and yeah, but it's mainly about family. Sorry, I'm gonna get some picture. I'll get I was gonna grab some concept art for it to show you. I can just find because I need some for the for this anyway. So the problem is there's so many people doing like either like oh here's one. Here's some of the let me see if I can just oops, sorry. That's one of the characters. Let's see if I can get better ones. Because I have the art book for this. It's so cool. Oh, I might do... Yeah, I don't want to show too much of the concept art because I'm worried it might have spoilers in it, but... I'll look at it instead. Yeah, I'll just grab some for now and then just try and add more later. Yeah. Oops. Because this isn't the main character. This is one of the side characters. I just wanted to get her to see how they do the faces. Where they have like the it's almost like their eye sockets are kind of like it's like a domino mask kind of for where their eyes are. So just gotta do that kind of like that. But oops, not on this layer though. Not on this layer. I might even do like a Kingdom Hearts thing kind of with some of these where I just like maybe I do just put them in like like this one where I'm gonna probably put her in some attire that would fit the setting of that too. Not just redraw her 100%, but give her a little bit of like what she might wear if she was in that setting. Maybe she has an acoustic version of her electric guitar instead. I'll change it to that. She's definitely made other guitars. Still put the same end on it, but maybe add the curve on this side, but that's just so that it has that. But keep this side more like the acoustic version. This is the prototype. It broke. When on break, it broke. Let's look for some other turtle. Like, maybe I'll dress her up like the main character, where he's in a hoodie. Yeah, that could work for her. I don't know. It's between that and one of the other family members. I'm not sure. I really would like to try and do some of these kind of style of dresses where they're very frill. Not they have a lot of ruffles. Like I don't usually draw that kind of stuff, so it'd be nice to try it. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't know. It's a lot of work for a. Well, it could look good though. I'll think about it. Maybe something like this for her. Maybe something like her. Scandalous, I could see you're humorous. Oh no. Get there. Oh, it'd be fun to do one of these guys in like a Nightmare Before Christmas style, like Tim Burton kind of. Because my villain guy, I think he would look really good. Him, yeah, he would look really good as like a in a Nightmare Before Christmas style. I'll try and do that. I mean, I'll try to do that for him. I think because he's definitely got that feel. I don't know what made me think of this one, honestly. It just kind of like came to me when I was just thinking of Viz Dev for some reason. Probably because I had that book, and I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Maybe since like I don't know, that's like seems kind of convoluted. I don't know if people, since the comic doesn't really have anything out, there's no point in going too far into the lore. But I could try to think of some cool maybe I'll make it a Celtic design for her, since a lot of the folklore in my comics based around that, even though give her like a Celtic knot kind of thing going on here in the dress. I'll just do a rough version here, and then I can make it more refined later. Oh, and Secret of Kells is another really good one for if you're looking for that's Cartoon Saloon though. That's they're really good. They do like Secret of Kells is really good, and then there was Song of the Sea was really great. I like that one a lot. So, yeah, it's good to get these kind of roughed out. Let's do one more. Let's do Richard in Samurai Jack, like I said. So he's got like the... this is going to be much faster because he's like, it's going to be very like strong shapes and hard edges. I'll even look up some things for the Scotsman though, just for fun. Here he is. I love his look. He's so great. Magic runes, laddie. All that weaving and jumping about will do you no good. Yeah, I love the Scotsman. He's great. It's kind of like I'll give him like that. Like a Samurai Jack version of him, so they exaggerate him even more. I like that. Just gonna exaggerate everything to like tenfold with him. This is gonna be so fun. He's gonna be like tree trunk arms and I can do a couple different versions of him, but like the first one I want to really push his character model as far as I can. Like, just go nuts. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, he's fun to draw. I think I'll do a little bit longer. You know what? I'll try and put some color into him, and then I'll probably call it. But I'm glad I tried to do a couple of them. Just gotta get some more water and. So I'll be right back. And we'll finish this up. Yeah, appreciate the company though. Let's see. I got that Mina the Hollower game today, and it's pretty fun. It's interesting going back to like that kind of old school kind of gaming where it's like, or not old school, more like a different variant of like Shovel Knight, where you had to like be very careful and everything's like. You have like a limited amount of life and you can only heal a certain amount of times, so. But your character levels up, so it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to try it out some more. And I'm excited later on that there's a whole bunch of like Game Fest things happening this month that I'm interested in checking into, like the there's like a one for like farming games, like cozy games that I like to look into because I like playing those sometimes just to distress. And what else was there? There's also some other game trailers that will be coming out in the coming weeks. So. Let's do a better, cleaner version of this, and then we'll probably call it. I still gotta go back and watch Primal. I never watched all of that. I really liked what I saw. It's just kind of like for such a show where like the main character is non-verbal. I thought it had like a really cool storyline so far. That was too much like. I don't want to get it. Shouldn't have now. Oops. I want to exaggerate, but I don't. Still want to have some level of what he is in this too. One thing I love about Samurai Jack is that it's one of those shows that follows like Miyazaki's and Ghibli's belief in like just letting a scene breathe. Like it would have these scenes where like he's just walking across a like a snowfield and like all you hear is the crunching of the snow under his feet for like 5 minutes. In most animated shows would not have the patience. I mean, there'd be an art director like, why isn't something happening? Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'll have to fast forward now because I accidentally redid it. Or I can always just there. But yeah, it even from the beginning, it had this great like feeling that you were just there with him, and you were as he slowly progressed across these unfamiliar landscapes, and you were just marveling at them along with him, kind of. I make these a little bit bigger just so you can kind of see them. And I also love that since Jack's such a like stoic and like reserved person, they made the villain so like expressive and over the top. Like Aku is always just like full of sass and always just like such a jerk. He was always great. And if you've never seen any, there's so many good ones. There's like the Jack and the Spartans was a good one. Jack and the Scotsman, obviously, any of the ones with those two are good. I can think of some other ones. There's a whole bunch. The last season was really good, but you should watch the show itself before you watch the last season. Because like you won't have the context for like some of the points they're trying to make in the final season if you don't watch the early stuff. Mm. I'm fading kind of fast here, so I hope you don't mind if I'm probably gonna call it very soon. Kind of. I'm sorry. Wish I could do more, but I'm like normally I would try and draw for another hour, but it's been a long day, and I apologize. So, something explosion behind him. That's how you introduce Richard Steele's song. Big boom. Yeah. I like it. It's fine. Oh, you're good. Hey, that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you some advice or just some pointers. I I just appreciate the company. Oops. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. Because I think if you've seen him before, I think because this is. Let's see. Where'd he go? Where's this real sheet? Oh, here he is. Yeah, this is his normal sheet where he's turned off and then turn this one back up. This is what Richard normally looks like. and so and this is what I turned him into. So pretty cool. I'm gonna try and like add in some of the. Maybe I'll just. You know what? I'll do that tomorrow. I'm sorry. I appreciate you being. He does look pretty strong, doesn't he? Yeah, I beefed him up from like already being pretty beefy. So yeah, I think I'll do some of the coloring tomorrow. So, but thanks for sticking around. I always like having someone to talk to, and it's always fun to talk with you. So yeah, I'll be back again on Wednesday on this channel. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I'm really excited for this art challenge. This is gonna be so much fun. So take care and have a wonderful